Nexxlegacy.
It feels like I'm coming out the ring myself. What's happening, people? Your man Brandon in the building tonight on a special night as we relaunch Nexxlegacy Sports. And I want to thank you and welcome all y'all who's listening. You know what I'm saying? We definitely got boxing conversation in a demonstration that we got going on tonight in the sports arena. You know what I mean? I also want to welcome alongside your boy Brand is the host with the most. My boy Philly has returned. Philly, was good with your boy?
Hey, shit, man, you know what I'm saying? Good to be back, ready to get this whole Nexxlegacy Sports Radio thing on and popping, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Not only that, you know what I mean? We got the WBA light middleweight champion, Austin, no doubt, Trout on. He's going to be on shortly. You know what I mean? And I know I got a lot of boxing questions, and I got a lot of different things going on circulating in my brain right about now, so we definitely going to make sure we get it in. But that man, 24-0, 14 wins by knockouts. You know what I mean? I'm trying to see if I can bring that energy back to the boxing game. I mean, you know, dude was middleweight, light middleweight. Dude's a champion. So, you know, we amongst champions tonight. So this is a championship sports talk show that we rocking right now. And it looks like we got the man live and direct on cue. We want to welcome No Doubt Trout in the building. Austin Trout. What's rocking, baby?
Oh man, just chilling, brother. How you doing?
Beautiful, beautiful. Friday night. We got a champion in the building. You know what I mean? We on a champion station, and I feel like it's just due that we can be able to rock it out and conversate about anything that's everything about sports. You know what I mean?
Hey, shoot, I'm fair game, man.
That's what's good. Now, Austin, you've had over 200 amateur fights in your career. You got the U.S. National Amateur Welterweight Championship in the trophy rack looking all tight and right. You got the WBA Intercontinental Championship. You got the WBC Continental Championship, the WBA Federation, and you're the current WBA Light Middleweight Champion. You defended your title successfully 2 times against David Lopez and Frank Laporta. Stopped Laporta in the 4th round on your Showtime ShoBox debut. And you got a professional career that consists of 24 wins, 0 defeats, and 14 knockouts. But before we get into all that, I want to give people, I want to backtrack a little bit. Why don't you tell the people a little bit about where you're from and how old you were when you started boxing?
Yeah, no problem. All right, I'm from a small little city in New Mexico. Yes, New Mexico. That's part of the United States of America. There are some brothers out there in New Mexico. But yeah, I'm from a small city called Las Cruces, New Mexico. It's about 20, 30 minutes away from the Juarez Mexican border. You know, it's a cool little humble small town place. I never thought in a million years that boxing was a thing that I could have done in my town. When I was about 10 years old, I found out that there was a boxing gym, and being a fan since I can remember, I had to get in there. My mom took me, and it was pretty much love at first sight, and then history started to write itself from there.
Oh, no doubt. So your mom got you into boxing, huh?
Yeah, she was a huge fan. Like, at the time, this is like the 90s when everybody just watched heavyweights. But my mother, she watched, Chavez Sr., De La Hoya back in his prime. We watched Trinidad when his come up. I remember watching, a lot of Pernell Whitaker. My mother, she just loved Holyfield. She was a big fan. So I took that fan. Like I keep telling people, I'm a fan first.
Yeah, most definitely. Now, did your mom have a fighting background? Did she do any amateur or pro stuff or anything like that?
No, she never fought in the ring. She was a little scrapper back in New York. She's from Brooklyn, but she never did anything competing like that.
No doubt. Now, at what age did you decide that this was what you wanted to do for a living? Like, when did you wake up and be like, you know what, I want to wake up every morning, I want to train, I want to throw on the gloves, and I'm going to be the next champ of the world?
It was probably, I was about 15 years old, and it was the first time I went to a national. It was the Junior Olympic Nationals, and the guy who won it, Von Alexander, I fought him maybe the semis or so, and gave him probably the best fight of the tournament. And, you know, I thought, look, that's the number one guy. You know, I did damn good with him. I never thought I'd make it so far. And that's kind of when it showed me that you have the potential. It's just, you know, you got to bring it out.
No doubt. I feel you. Now, throughout the course of like a fighter's career, like you see a lot of fighters work with a lot of different trainers when they're up and coming, and even when they do make it. And a lot of people say that there's no loyalty in boxing, but that doesn't seem to be the case with you. Why don't you let the people why don't you let the people know a little bit about who your trainer is and how long you've been working with him?
Yeah, no, I've been rocking with my trainer, Louis Burke. He's an ex-contender back in his heyday. You know, he fought a fight against Hector Manso Camacho in the 80s or early 90s. He actually has 2 fights with Freddie Roach. You know, 2 wins, also 2 wins against Freddie Roach when they used to fight. And you know, since I was 10 years old, Louis, he would always come to the gym and show me a thing or two. But you know, he's been my head coach since about 2004. You know, I've gone through a lot of different head coaches, but Louis, he's one thing that's been consistent. He's always been there to you know, give me a little pointer to take it to the next level. So whenever it's time to turn pro, you know, I was like, yeah, let's go, Lou. You're the man who can get me there.
No doubt. Who are some other people that you work with in your camp, and what's their role in preparing you for a fight?
I got, you know, for the Team Trout right now is Sister Louis Burke, who's my head coach, also the boxing coordinator. You know, I have Shakri Shabazz, he's my strength and conditioning coach. He's an ex-pro football player who, you know, his little brother is Cedar Shabazz, who's also boxing in the World Series boxing right now. So he's got, you know, quite a big experience in just being fit. You know, then I got my fiance, Taylor Harder, who does a lot of my managing as far as my scheduling goes. You know, if you want an interview, if you want an appearance, you know, you got to call her. She has my schedule down pat. You know, she does my emails, all that good stuff. And then, you know, then there's me, Austin Trout, big fighter, the cornerstone of this operation.
There you go.
Word up.
Now,
Austin, it's listed that you know, you're 5'10", you know, give or take more, you know what I mean? Your reach, they say, is 71 inches, and you're a good southpaw. Like, I mean, for you to still be undefeated with the wins that you've gotten and how you've gotten it, like, is there a method to a southpaw's preparation when it comes to, you know, fighting different fighters or even fighting another southpaw?
Oh, definitely. You know, in fighting another southpaw, it just turns everything around. Because, you know, being southpaw, you don't even want to fight southpaws. And, you know, that's the same with your right-handed. So it is different. You get hit with jabs that you're not used to. So you kind of have to turn it around. When you fight a right-handed, you can check and see. You know, one thing I like to do is see how he fought other southpaws. And then, you know, I can tell if he's comfortable or not. You got some right-handers that are real comfortable with fighting a guy like me or a southpaw. And so certain things that you would do won't work. You know, leading with the left hand might not work as much. You have to with the jab a lot more. You know, it's all about how comfortable they are with the southpaw. I mean, if they are comfortable, then I got to make them feel uncomfortable with my style of southpaw.
Is there anybody that you went up against who's a southpaw that you feel is giving you a little bit more difficulty than going up somebody who's an orthodox fighter?
You know, back in the amateurs, and he just fought tonight. Demetrius Andrade, he was a southpaw that gave me trouble, I remember. I can't think of anyone since him. I had, you know, a little bit of problems with Sean Garrett in Toronto, but I found my home for my punches like the third, fourth round.
Kind of figured him out then, huh? He was like, all right, I got you. Got you.
Yeah.
Now, September 16, 2005, in Albuquerque, New Mexico, you fought for your first time as a professional fighter. Why don't you tell the people a little bit about who that was against and what was that like for you? Like, what was going through your mind the night before your first professional fight?
That was against, what is his name? Junto Almazan, I think, or something like that. He had like 60-something fights, but most of them was losses. I remember things like the night before, it was most like this is it. I've done it, you know, I'm about to be a pro. You know, not knowing that there's I knew there was a long road ahead, but, you know, in a sense, this was kind of like a milestone. It was definitely a milestone in a victory to make it past to this point. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, yo, after this fight, it's over. You know, it's downhill. I'm gonna be a millionaire. I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna be famous. I'm gonna put it on TV. The next fight is, you know, then it's just gonna come so fast. I remember just being super excited, and it was kind of like, you know, having my first fight all over again.
No doubt. Yeah, I feel you on that. How would you describe yourself as a fighter?
Yeah, I'm a boxer/puncher. You know, I can sit and bang if I need to. You know, I have a lot of different styles that I could bring out the arsenal. But you know, I'm very good defense. You know, fast hands. I'm not just defensive. I have a good offensive, you know, onslaught. And yeah, I would say best describes boxer puncher. You know, I have good power that it takes a few to get you down, but definitely you're gonna feel them.
Let me ask you this. This is Nexxlegacy Sports with the guest Austin, no doubt, Trout. And one of the things I love the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? To me, I think that sport, and we'll talk about it a little later as far as, you know, where it is now and where it needs to go. But to get into a mindset of a boxer, like preparing to fight this guy, you may not even know him. Do you got to kind of psych yourself up and, you know, have some imaginary beef going on with yourself versus him before you go ahead and get in the ring and try to whoop his ass? Or, you know, how you prepare yourself mentally for that, bruh?
You know, as soon as I find out, really all it takes is to tell me who, when, and where. And that's all I usually need to start getting in that, you know, in that mode. Because, you know, while I'm running, all I'm thinking about daydreaming is how I'm going to punch this guy. Or, you know, I like to visualize a lot, you know, and I visualize me knocking out this guy or you know, just beating him down. And that's usually all I need, you know. And then, you know, this is a game of egos. And so sometimes, you know, these guys' egos get to them, they start running their mouth, and that just adds fuel to the fire.
Right.
Now, when you speak of a lot of people running their mouth and adding fuel to the fire, when I say Anthony Mundane, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Mouth. That's the first thing that comes to my mind is his mouth. They call himself the man, but he needs to call himself the mouth. Mundane. You know, this guy, he's been irking me for a while now. And then the fact that he's not trying to fight now is just even more aggravating.
Yeah. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the whole story behind that, from him like talking shit on Twitter and then backing down when he was the mandatory challenger and everything surrounding you and Anthony Mundane.
Oh man, you get this. So Anthony Mundane, you know, he tried to take he offered me to step aside when I was gonna fight Rigoberto Alves for the WBA title. You know, of course I said no. You know, this is my chance to get out of here. So we told him, though, because we were talking about fighting there before I was even champion. We've been talking about going to fight this guy. And then I become champion. He's like, yeah, I really want to fight you, Trout, blah, blah, blah. So we start setting up a fight last August. Yeah, 2011. Yes, last August, we were going to fight. Matter of fact, I was maybe 3 weeks into camp, about to be a week before I went to Australia, because we were going to go out there 3 weeks before to get used to everything. He comes with the email saying that the ratings came out and they put him at number one. After that came out, he sends us the email saying that he's going to use his number one rating because it's in his best benefit, which makes no sense because you get in that number one position to become mandatory to fight me for my belt. So it's like you're pulling out of a fight with me to get in a position to fight me. So I didn't understand. I'm like, okay, that's the weakest, you know, excuse I ever heard. You know, then I thought about it, like, okay, maybe he wants, you know, a different cut. Maybe, you know, he gets in a mandatory position, he could get demand a better cut of the purse or something. I don't know. So then he gets in his mandatory position while talking shit the whole time on Twitter, mind you. Him and his Aussie crony, you know, which a lot of them are figuring out that he's full of, you know, crap. So the whole time talking this shit in the mandatory position, and I think after the Laporto fight, November 6th, I haven't heard anything from Anthony Mundane since. Matter of fact, I think a few days later he started calling out Chavez Jr. instead.
Wow.
Avoiding you.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
See, that's the kind of thing that, you know, you kind of look at it and be like, man, like, I mean, the invitation is there, you know what I'm saying? Let's get in the ring, let's do what we got to do, let's scrap, you know what I'm saying? And then for the other
now,
dude
we went to the
duck out.
We went to the WBA and told them to send Monday a letter saying that we're ready for our mandatory.
Yeah.
Let's start the negotiations. I haven't heard none reply. Matter of fact, this is probably the quietest I've ever, seen Monday. He's usually yelling about something.
Yeah.
But, I pulled his whole card plenty of times on Twitter.
I
and
see.
He's giving me no response. So, I'm just going to leave it alone because, like him, I'm looking for bigger and better things, too. So,
yeah.
Now, is there still a possibility, like, if he stops hiding and stops like running his mouth so much and starts like putting up, is there still a possibility of a fight going down between you and him, or have you moved on to go to other names?
Well, yeah, I mean, he's my mandatory, which means he has to fight me eventually, or get stripped.
Yeah, he can't.
You think he'd rather get stripped to fight you?
He's got to fight me, or he's gonna have to get stripped of whatever title he wants or his ratings.
Do you think he'd rather get stripped of the title than fight you?
I think so.
Oh, shit.
There you go.
I mean,
there you go.
Like, what's the title? I'm trying not to get my ass whooped. There's a big difference.
Yo, let me ask this, and to me, I'm pretty sure as a boxer and as an undefeated champion, you probably have a lot of people in your ear asking you this question. What the state of boxing in your opinion, like, it was once in the forefront, like anytime it was an undercard, pay-per-view, whatever the case may be, the buzz was tremendous. I mean, it's there, but it might be there in pockets. But, I mean, What happened? What happened to the sport?
I blame it on the promoters mostly, and then also the commentators are helping, It seems like, maybe it's just me, but I'm going to talk as a fan's point of view right now. It seems to me like every time there's a fight, the commentators ain't got nothing good to say about nothing. Like, they always, just sitting on the opponent or whoever is supposed to win. You're like, oh, yeah, he's supposed to win. He better win. He's supposed to. He's fighting this guy who's done this and he hasn't done that. And the common person can't even get excited about the fight that's going on. And say it is a good fight, then they're, like, just disappointed it's a good fight because they hyped up, they shitted on the opponent so much that they're like, oh, well, this guy ain't nothing, They need to take a lesson from UFC because I don't care who's fighting. This dude could be 0-20. They make him look like a killer. Like he's got that one punch. And he's going to use it tonight. And I don't care who the champion who's undefeated and has killed everybody is in it for the best fight of his life. And that's what the commentators need to do. Stop duking on the sport. Don't tell it. Even if he's fighting a bum, if you don't need to tell everybody that. Let the man shine.
No doubt.
No
doubt.
And the promoter's being stingy, man.
And you know what? I feel you on that one because, a lot of times, especially with a sport like boxing, like, you don't want it to be so one-sided when it comes to promotion because, I mean, you're going to have your pocket people that's going to root for the underdog, but the majority is going to root for and rock with the person that's supposed to be clearing out the arena with his face or whatever, you know what I mean? So, and then I heard this. Now, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard nowadays, like, there's a lot of boxers that just want to look pretty. You know what I mean? So they don't want to get their head bashed in or whatever. They don't, you know what I mean? Like, do you feel like that's true or not?
Nah, yeah, I do think it's true. And then you see guys who
Cause no doubt, look, you remember like Leon Spinks and them, man. They didn't give a damn about how their teeth looked or their face or whatever, man. They just got in the ring and they got it busy.
And we need to go back to the ugly boxing days, damn it. We got these cute-ass boxers that, they get a good 7th-round lead and they take the rest off just running. I'm like, this is not what it is. But I tell them I ain't the prettiest man in the world. I ain't the ugliest, but that don't stop me from putting my face in the way things is.
So would you say in a way that you think that money is getting in the way of the love and the true passion for the sport?
No, yeah, definitely. Money is definitely the reason why. Well, I can't blame it on money, but I guess since I'm saying that the promoter's being greedy, you could blame it on money. It's the promoter's greed, man. Like, for instance, Bob Arum, he don't want to fight he don't want to fight none of his boys against nobody that he doesn't own, which is why Mayweather Pacquiao has not gone down, because he don't own Mayweather. And, you know, they try to do Cotto Pacquiao again. Like, nobody wants to see that.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
Luckily for us, Cotto's a free agent and don't have to do what Bob says. But for the rest of these cats that are, you know, up there and under, you know, Bob Arum or De La Hoya, it's just not going to be good for, you know, for the best out there. As a matter of fact, I think the best aren't even under those banners, but you won't get to see them fight each other because of that.
What do you think about that fight? I mean, because, you know, a lot of people say, you know, well, that's going to save boxing right there. That's going to bring that hype back and, you know, et cetera, et cetera. But, I mean, is that something you want to see yourself? Or it's kind of like what you just said. It's like that might not even be the hottest ticket. It might be some other folks out there that be trying to get it in that would be a good card to see.
Yeah, no, I think it would be definitely great for boxing. I mean, there's people that don't know nothing about the regular boxing, but they would watch that fight, you know.
True.
My grandmother, and the only reason why, not my grandmother, my great aunt, the only reason why she watches boxing is because of me right now, is asking me about Mayweather and Pacquiao. Said the name's wrong as hell. Like, what's up with that May Flower and the Pac boy,
Like
well,
Hayweather and Pacquiao or, you know,
Pacquiao, yeah.
So she knows about that. She don't care nothing about it. So I think it'd be dang good for the sport. I mean, it's not the only thing that'll bring it back, though. You know, there's a million fights out there that are very appealing to the mainstream fan. They just, you know, like I said, the powers that be are not letting it happen.
Now, with you speaking about you being a fan of the sport, aside from Mayweather and Pacquiao, what are some fights that you would want to see get made and see in the near future?
Oh, man, you know, anything Donaire. I like to see Nonito Donaire against anybody 122, any title holder. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Donaire. He's nice. Taking myself out of the equation, we'll just look at my weight class. I would love to see Kirkland Canelo. That would be a good fight I'd like to see. I would love to see not just Mayweather. This Mayweather Cotto is going to be interesting, but I would like to see Cotto and dang, this just went through my mind. It's crazy. I'm sorry, not Cotto. Mayweather and Martinez. I think that'd be an interesting fight to see. Martinez and this Macklin fight's coming up. I'm pretty excited for. Jeez, man, I could go on for days. There's a lot of good fights that could be made.
Man, and you know what? No doubt,
there's a lot. Gamboa. Yeah.
There's a lot of, like, the names you spitting off is a lot of people probably saying who, what, where they box at, or the people that do know them is looking for them, like, you know, where they boxing at. Like, not too many people know exactly where, and I know people can probably, you know, look online and check or whatever the case may be, but man, people don't promote this shit like they used to, bruh. Like, man, that's tragic. Especially as a boxing fan like myself, like I want to know where the cards is at, so I can be able to check it out.
Yeah, man, the internet's the best key for that, because I don't even know. Like, these are, let me think. Like, I know they keep talking about this Brandon Rios Jokic Gamboa fight, but it's not made yet. You know, it's not a done deal. May never happen.
Right.
The whole you know, Cotto Mayweather, that's pretty highly publicized. So if you don't know where that's at, you live under a rock.
Now, with you traveling, obviously traveling a lot, being a professional boxer, world champion, everything like that. With the exception of Vegas, what would you say some real hot spots for boxing are in and out of the country?
You know, I'll go to New York. New York and Mexico too. I mean, if you go down to Mexico, and you know, it don't have to be anybody good or known fighting. As long as there's fights there, it's a rowdy, packed crowd. And that's really going to be some good fights, because, you know, most of them don't know any better and don't know how to take a step to the side. So, you know, you can have some good wars out there. Mexico's got a hot spot. Panama, they love boxing out there. You know, I know Australia goes ham for boxing because they let the Bombadine be a star out there. Where else? Yeah, Houston, too, has got a lot of fight fans, a lot of crowded fights in Texas in general.
Now, You actually you won the vacant WBA light middleweight title in a 12-round unanimous decision against Rigoberto Alvarez. That was in Mexico, wasn't it?
Yeah, that sure was in Guadalajara.
Yeah. What was the reaction like when you beat a Mexican fighter for you? What was the reaction like for you when you beat a Mexican fighter in Mexico?
Well, it's crazy. They give you mixed emotions. Before the fight, I had a lot of people coming up to me, want to take pictures, shaking my hand, getting autographs, showing a lot of love. And, a lot of them would say, come up to me and whisper, mi corazón con Mexico. But I believe you'll win. Like, my heart's with Mexico, but I think you'll win. I cheer for him, but I know you got it, type of things. And so there was much love before the fight. During the fight, that's a different story. I was called all kinds of niggas and this and that. They do shit at me. Oh, man, they went, man, they pretended that they hated your boy all for the love of the Mexican fighter. But then after I beat the man, and they raised my hand, I got the booze. As soon as I get out, right back to the love again. You're a great fighter, man. When you gonna fight Canelo? That's the one thing Mexicans always ask me. When you gonna fight
no
Canelo?
doubt. So it wasn't, they wasn't rocking it like the classic Rocky when he was in Russia and shit. They wasn't booing you and then they turned the cheers like in the second round or something like that.
Well, yeah,
before you got him.
A little bit. You went from booing me to booing the man because the man wasn't putting out what they wanted him to do. So it was like, it wasn't necessarily love for me, but the boost turned the boost for him.
I mean, word, that was a TKO that day, right? You know what I'm saying? You pretty much just got with him real quick.
Yeah, that one it went to the distance on that one. It should have been a knockout, but I was coming off a year's layover.
Yeah.
Now,
Word. Nexxlegacy Sports Radio. We got No Doubt Trout in the building, undefeated champion. And one thing I gotta ask real quick is, aside from Austin Trout, who's the greatest boxer you've ever seen live, like live and direct? Not on TV, but live.
Live and direct. The greatest fight I've ever seen live. It probably have to be Sergio Martinez. He's really impressive in how crafty and just tough he is. He's got a lot of skills, but then again, you get down and just grit it out. And he started the game young, he started the game old. So for him to be doing what he's doing now is crazy.
Mm-hmm. And who do you think is the best boxer in the history of the sport?
The pound for pound greatest. Man.
Pound for pound.
Of all time, man. I think it'd have to go to Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Robinson, not Leonard. Sugar Ray Robinson. It'd have to go to him. I tried to do my research. That man, he was not only fast, he hit hard, and he hit him a lot. He threw so many punches, just fast and hard. He was like Pacquiao, on the roids before the roids was big.
There we go.
That's
Nexxlegacy radio
watching
shit
old
right
classic footage though, like them classic footage of that dude, man. That was something to see. That was definitely something to see.
And you watch how you throw how you throw a 6. I don't even know how you say that in drupals, but a 6 with one arm and getting your legs in each punch. That's pretty hard to do. That's the shit.
Yeah. That was ill.
Now, November 11th, you made your Showtime ShowBox debut for your second title defense against Frank Laporta. And you definitely left no doubt in my mind, and I'm sure everybody else who tuned in that night, that you have an arsenal of punches you could throw from any angle and accurately land. You knocked him down a little bit under about a minute left in the first round of the fight. Tell us what your preparation and training was for Frank Laporta.
Well, we from the films that we saw, it looked like Frank was the type that was like a Jake LaMotta, is going to take one to give 3, and he'll just eat as many punches as he can to get as many punches as he can. So it looked like, to me, it was going to be a very tiring fight. So we worked on getting our cardio up, being able to throw hundreds of punches each round in case that was what needed to be. Also worked on, moving around, stepping around because he just comes forward. We also made our ring real small, like 10 by 10, so that way I learned just to stay in one spot, and not just, I don't want to run because that wastes energy and that's a boring fight. But if I'm going to, move, I'm going to move real subtle, real small, and using that little ring helped me do that. We were being prepared for a war. It seemed like he was going to try to go for the body early, cut my legs off and try to bang me out. So we worked on just getting in good shape and making him miss, make him pay every time so that he didn't want to punch no more. And, I was real surprised in the fight. I thought, it was going to be a bit more than it was. But that's why you prepare for the worst and hope for the best, right?
No, I feel you on that. Now, the fight ended up getting stopped in the 6th round. At any point in the fight, because for the people that didn't tune in, like, Frank took a beating for 6 rounds. Now, was there any point in the fight where you connected with a punch or landed a combination where you thought, like, okay, this is the shot, now he's going down, and he didn't? Like, was there any point in the fight where you actually thought you hurt him or it'd be stopped before it did?
Shit, that happened. I think I was thinking that the whole fight. I caught him with the shit. I was like, oh, this is it. Oh, look, he's wobbling. This is it. I'm going in. I go in, hit him like 6 or 7 more times, and he come back with, like a hook or something. And I'm like, damn, all right, back to the jab. Oh, he ran into that one. Let's go. Finish him off. No, he's still here. All right. Back on the jab. So, yeah, that happened a lot. That happened a lot throughout the fight. After the first knockdown, I thought, what, this is about to be quick. But, he went out. I thought the ref should have stopped because Frank was, too tough for his own good.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely was, man. At one point in the fight, right before the referee had stopped it, the announcer said it right. You could see the look in Frank's eyes. Like, it looked like he looked over into his corner like, I'm not going to quit, but you got to help me out, man. And then the referee had jumped in at the right time, man, because I was like, damn, this should have stopped this shit like a round or 2 ago. But after that performance on Showtime, have you been approached to make another appearance on the broadcast?
No, yeah, Showtime has been very, very supportive in the Austin Trout movement. They want to put me back on. Unfortunately, a lot of the guys that I want to fight or, that make sense for me, they're all busy. There's a fight that I really want to fight is Delvin Rodriguez. He had a good win over Paul Wolak. He's been on TV more than me, so he's got a decent name out there, and he's not busy. So I'm thinking we can make that happen if Anthony Mundine, turns this offer down, which I'm pretty sure he will. He needs to hurry up and do it.
So is there any truth to the rumor about a fight maybe between you and Devlin Rodriguez taking place on HBO around April or sometime like that?
Yeah, I think there is some truth. We've been talking with Devlin Rodriguez camp for a while now, even before he rematched Paul Wolak. And, he's willing, he's ready and willing. Shout out to Devlin for being, a true boxer. He's ready to fight. And I think the only thing that's keeping us from making it go is the WBA. They need to, what is the word? Not sponsor, but give the go ahead for the fight. And the only reason why they haven't given the go ahead, the green light, is because I have my mandatory to take care of. My time is up as far as mandatory goes. So that's why it's kind of based on what Mundine's going to do. Is he going to fight or not? And if he's going to fight, I wish he'd heard the fight, like where we could fight maybe beginning of March. And then I can still get that Rodriguez fight in April.
There you go. Be like, here, let me get that thing over with so I can go ahead and get my turn. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's what it is. Nexxlegacy Sports got boxing great Austin Trout in the building. If you want to call in, you can definitely do that. 347-215-8653. And I got a man on the line that definitely want to say what's happening to you. I'm gonna just go ahead and put his mic on real quick so he can say hello. So you might be able to catch this guy's voice. So call it from that 818. What's happening?
Yo, what up? What up? No doubt.
What's up, man?
Legend, man. Legendary Creed.
Creed Money. What's up, buddy?
What's up, man?
Yeah, I got
the Creed's in the building.
I got an interesting story to tell you, Austin.
Yeah.
I seen what's his name, Nohario Ishida today in the gym.
Oh, where?
Yeah, he's I guess he's training for Paul Williams.
Yeah, you got that fight coming. How's he looking?
CG went over there with egging him on, because CG said he saw him sparring. He sparred some of those WSB boys, the amateur boxers.
Yeah.
He said that his boys were putting it on him, on Ishida. So,
man, no wonder he dug me for a year.
Yeah, he said no wonder why he's ducking you. So CG went up to him, and he speaks broken English. But CG was like, when are you going to fight Austin? When are you going to fight No Doubt Trout? And he was like, it was like lost in translation. You could tell by the look on his face. And then he was like, the WBA champ, Trout. And he was like, oh, Trout. He acted like he wanted you next, but
yeah, right. Well, if he wins, he can get me next. That's if he wins.
Yeah.
Shakri, let me ask you this. Because the people out there that's listening on Nexxlegacy Sports, this is a strength and conditioning coach for No Doubt as well. And my question, and I'm pretty sure you probably dealt with a lot of boxers and stuff like that, but is Austin a good person to kind of work with when it comes to the strength and the conditioning? Because I'm pretty sure throughout your career you probably had people like, man, I quit, man, I can't do what you asked me to do, or you know what I mean, has he been a good student of the game of doing that good strength and conditioning though?
Definitely, but I haven't had that many clients. Austin's one of my main and first clients, but I've trained myself with a bunch of different people, different football players and different baseball players. But as far as boxing, me and him are cracking new ground together, and that's why we call it legendary training, because we know we're doing it right, but we just do it at a legendary level so that we make sure that we're doing it right. But to see people quit, Austin, there's definitely a reason that he's the champ. He's not on the level of, I've trained with NFL athletes. I've trained with the top of every sport at where I learned my training with EK Performance down in Phoenix. He trains all the draft picks coming out, all the baseball players in summer camp, all the whoever wants to become big name profile athletes go out to him to get trained. So I've seen them all from all the sports, and definitely boxing, they do it on a different level of dedication in the first place. But as far as strength and conditioning, it's kind of shied away from because of there was a stigma coming up through boxing just in the old days that it would make you slower for boxing if you lifted too much, so they wouldn't do it. So it's kind of and MMA, it kind of breaking new ground for people to have conditioning coach as well as a trainer. So it's kind of
and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure y'all could probably attest to this too. I mean, not just the conditioning, but everything that kind of comes along with it, and just that mental edge you gotta have. I mean, that's a science when you really think about it, especially when it comes to the sport of boxing, because you gotta be not just physically in the right frame of mind, you gotta be conditioned on a you gotta be mentally strong and conditioned strong up top too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Now, Shakri, how long have you been working with Austin doing the strength and conditioning? And what's a daily routine for you guys? Like when you guys get up in the gym, what are some things that you guys do?
I've been training with Austin, I'd say, definitely for his last 4 fights I was there. But we haven't been training. We trained really for the last 2 fights. We had our camp. And the daily routine with that was we'd get in there probably 3 to 4 times out of a 7-day week. And usually it was at the end of, he would have just had finished sparring, or he would have just had finished doing his drills with Coach Louis, missing, doing about 18 rounds probably before he worked out with me. So he's already in the gym for 2.5 hours before I get to him. And then basically I just go in there and kick his ass with kick his ass with weights and agility drills. And what my goal is just to make him the best athlete in the ring that night. And not so much make him the strongest guy in the ring. If the other guy's strong, good, we'll be quicker. And he's already quicker than most people, but I want to make him quicker. So he wanted me to make him stronger. That's what he came to me for, but my mentality was to make him an overall better athlete. And that's the way we approach it every time. So we touch on agility, we touch on hand-eye coordination, and we touch on strength and conditioning. But mainly it's hitting the power, it's hitting explosiveness, and it's hitting the core, the whole core, making sure he has the strongest core in the ring. So I don't know where the question started, but
nah, man, you definitely covered all that and more on that one.
But daily, yeah, it changes daily because I see that when Austin added me into his regiment, like he would have fun. He would have fun during that hour or an hour and a half because it was something new to him. It was something that he didn't always do. He's been boxing for 10, 14 years, the same thing over and over. It's like every day. It's crazy to think about it, but every day they're in the gym. We're looking at the same bag, punching, waiting for the same bell, 3 minutes. They live their life like that, 3 minutes at a time, ding, and they rest for 3 minutes. So it's kind of like a mouse, you know what I mean, in a mill, and then you gave him a ball to play with, basically. So that's why I try to switch it up.
Yeah, true.
So that he doesn't get bored with me, and it's part of the training too, so that his muscles don't get bored with it either, and they continue growing. They continue to show that they're not plateauing, unless that's where we're getting to. Unless we're going to try to peak him, then we go as hard as we can until it's time to cut off, and then he goes in there and does his job, and then rests, and then we do it all again the next time. But the next time has been the hardest part for us in his camp, because the waiting game is brutal. Everything else is when we're having fun, because that's what he's found people that love to do what they're doing, basically.
No doubt. Nexxlegacy Sports, we got Austin Trout, we got Shakri in the building, alongside host Philly and Brand. This caller from the 215, I guess he was actually hollering at you on Twitter and wanted to say it was good. 215, you on Nexxlegacy Sports? With no doubt.
What's up? It's Gabriel Rosado, man.
What's up, Gabe?
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, I mean, me and Trout was talking shit on Twitter, just a little shit talking, you know what I mean? But, I mean, my thing is Trout got the world title. Nobody really calling him out, and I think nobody's calling him out because, I mean, he's just I think he's one of the most dangerous champions at 54, but he don't really got a name. I mean, let's just be honest, he's from New Mexico. Nobody really knows nothing about New Mexico.
No.
I mean, I don't think, I mean, if nobody wants to fight Trout, I'm here, I'm available. I would love to fight Trout.
Hey, if we get on TV, let's go, Gabe.
I would love it. I would love it.
I mean, harass. There's nice. There's much nice.
Yo, can I promote this fight right now? Can I do that?
Hey,
Yeah, can I promote
it?
That's what I'm talking about.
I saw
Can I
Trout
promote
last
this
fight.
fight?
Push it to HBO and Showtime. Let's get on TV.
Listen, I saw Trout last fight, and that's what I like. I mean, he brung that shit. I mean, he was rumbling. He's throwing punches and bunches. That's my style. That's what I like to do. I think a fight between me and Trout, you got two young, hungry lions. He's a champion. I mean, I want what he got. It'd be great for TV. It'd be way better than what HBO is putting on right now. HBO is putting a bunch of bullshit-ass fights anyway. I mean, so I think me and Trout, you got two real fighters. We could get it in.
I like what and we need more cats like that, because, you know, it seems like the last thing most fighters want to do is fight. You're starting to get on my last nerve. It's like, call yourself a fighter, but what all these...
For me to call Trout out is risky, because, you know what I mean, I took my L's early in my career. I can't afford to lose no more. You know what I mean? I've been on my winning streak. I just came off a nice run with Karaz. He never been stopped. That was my fight to make a statement, to let everybody know at 154 that I'm for real. I mean, I'm different. I'm a different fighter. I got a different game plan, new strategy. Everything's new. So to call him out is dangerous. You know what I mean? But I'm willing to take that chance. I'm willing to take that risk because I'm hungry. I want to be a champion. He got what I want. Let's keep it real. Canelo, Golden Boy's not going to give me Canelo. Golden Boy's not going to let Trout fight Canelo. I mean, because Golden Boy's protecting. Canelo is probably the most protected champion in the history of boxing. And this shit is a joke. This shit is a joke. The boy's a joke. I don't got no respect for Canelo. If he didn't even fight for the title, and they just made him a champion. So
yeah, man,
Trout,
what is that?
I mean, Trout, he's dangerous. He's a southpaw. He's tall. I mean, he got some snap. He don't got killer power, but he got some snap. I saw how he was giving it to the ball, and I think a fight between me and him would be fireworks.
Yeah,
Y'all hear that?
I like the fight. I like that fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For the record, I like the fight against Rosado. I think it's. I mean, to be honest, he probably got a bigger name than me. But you know, I'm just trying to fight anybody that's gonna up my stock. So I'm all for it.
Yo, see, that's ill. That's ill when you can have a show like this where, you know, you can have a boxer call another boxer and be like, man, I'm coming to get you. I'm a bad man. You know what I mean? It just set it off. It just has some, you know.
And I mean, Delvin Rodriguez, I hear, you know, you might get that with Delvin, and that's cool because, you know, this is the way boxing is nowadays. Boxing is all about the name. Delvin Rodriguez is a name. But let's be honest, Delvin Rodriguez can't crack an egg. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And
You know what I tell the public on what I know about Delvin? Delvin, look, he looked good against Power Wolak, but I am no Power Wolak by any means. As a matter of fact, Power Wolak, you know, swole him up a bit. He can't hit either.
I'll tell you what,
So, yeah.
Paul Wolak, nice fight. I'll tell you what, I give Paul Wolak heart. He got mad heart, but the man got no skills. The man got no technique, and that's just the truth. Paul Wolak just comes at you head first. He's easy to hit. It's an easy fight for Delvin. I mean, I feel like me and Trout is a way better fight than him and Delvin. I think Trout beats Delvin easy. I mean, I think me and Trout is more entertaining. It'll be fireworks. The fans will love it. It'll probably be one of those fights where they ask for a rematch ASAP.
You dig on a pay-per-view type shit.
Yeah. I mean, so I'm here. I'm available. If your mandatory don't want it, I'm here. Y'all can holler at me. I'm ready whenever.
Sounds good, man. I'll make the call and see what we can make happen.
You know what I mean? And I've been to New Mexico. I did training camp over there a couple times. I mean, my boy Ray Sanchez from out there, I did training camp with him when he fought Sanchez. I mean, I'm familiar with the area over there. I mean, a lot of people, when I go to New Mexico, a lot of people tell me, man, I would love to see you fight Trout, man. Y'all dudes would get it in. You know what I mean? New Mexico people, I got love over there, you know what I mean, for New Mexico. You know what I mean? They know me, so I'm familiar with the area. And, you know, they got a lot of respect for Trout over there, you know what I mean? So, I mean, it's all love, it's all respect, but at the end of the day, he got a world title, and that's what I want. So, you know what I mean? I'm just over here hollering and see what's up.
And at the end of the day, Gabe got a name, and I want that win on my belt. So it's something we could both make happen.
There you go.
And I have no problems with southpaw. You know, I did beat Kasim Uma, so I have no problems with southpaws. You know what I mean? I fought a couple of them, and don't bother me at all. So, you know, we'll see what happens.
There you have it. The
go.
challenge.
Only on Nexxlegacy Radio will you hear that. Now, what are some weaknesses that you see in Austin Trout?
I mean, this is the thing, you know, I'm not gonna put it out there. You know what I'm saying?
No, I hear you.
But
I hear you.
My thing is, you know, my thing is this. I honestly look at Trout, and I honestly see a guy that's gonna bring out the best out of me because he's a true champion. I think the man really has skills. I don't think he's a paper champ the way Canelo is. You know what I mean, I feel that Trout is the real deal. So a dude like Trout is going to bring out the best out of me. The people are going to see the best out of me if I was to fight Trout because I know he's dangerous. You know what I mean? So I think the fight between me and him, you know what I mean, is a beautiful thing. He throws punches and bunches. I throw punches and bunches, so we both won't get hit. You know, when you're throwing an exchange, you know, someone's going to get cracked. You know, so I'm not holding back. I know he's not holding back. You know, I know Trout has he even though he's a champion, he has a lot to prove because, you know, he wants the big fights. He wants the HBO audience and all that. So, you know, he has something to prove, and I have something to prove because I want that as well. You know, I got my buzz on NBC Sports opening up. I pretty much saved the show because the show was ass. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, so I saved the show. You know, and you know, my name is buzzing right now, and, you know, Trout is doing his thing. So I think it'd be a beautiful thing if me and him just matched up. I think it'd be a beautiful matchup.
Yeah, I agree. As a matter of fact, I even told my promoters after that fight, I said, what's up, man? What's up with Gabe Rosado? we can't get nothing bubbling soon. Let's see if he's available. He just knocked the boy out, so it's not like he got to heal up or nothing. And, you know, they said, okay, yeah, we'll keep our ears open. So look, bro, if nothing bubbles soon, and I'm just saying for something soon, we just slide your ass up in there because I'm trying to fight ASAP. And, you know, something comes in soon, I mean, for the near future, fuck it, let's go work on that for, you know, later in the year. Like the summer, I'm trying to fight 3 times this year, at least, you know what I'm saying?
I feel it. I mean, my thing is, you know, right now I'm on a roll, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, I took my L's early in my career, man, but I pretty much was green starting my career. You know what I mean? I started boxing at the age of 18. A lot of people are surprised by that, but that's when I start boxing. I mean, I turned pro at 19. So I was basically learning on the job. I pretty much have reached the point in my career where I've done 5 training camps with Bernard Hopkins, done training camps with Sugar Shane Mosley, where I've picked up a lot of knowledge from these guys. And I mean, I'm pretty much comfortable in my ability in the ring now. I know I got my ring identity. I know what I'm capable of doing, and I'm just in my zone right now. I mean, I'm in my zone right now. So guys, they look at my record, and you know, they see the 5 losses, but at the same time, they know I'm a different animal right now. So it's like, Golden Boy, they're not gonna give me Canelo. I was in the mix to fight Canelo. Now they gonna fight Mosley. I mean, Mosley, that's my man. I can't even talk bad about Mosley because Mosley treats me good. I mean, that's my man. But you know, they don't want to put Canelo with a young, hungry lion. They don't want to put him against a dude like Trout or me. You know, so my thing is, you know, I know Trout got hurt, and I know he's down for the fight. And I mean, I know the fans will love it, man. And it'll be a fight where if they put me and Trout on HBO, whoever wins the fight, man, they're gonna know us. They're gonna know who we are because we're gonna put that type of fight where the fans want to see.
That instant stardom, that's what I need, boy.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be that type of fight where the fans are gonna love it, man. They're gonna be like, yo, we want to see these dudes again. It's gonna be like Gotti Ward. You know what I mean? They're gonna want to see that again. I mean, these fights nowadays is a joke, man. You putting Rubio against Chavez. Come on now, that shit is a joke. I mean, like, the fights that HBO is putting on is just trash.
Yeah,
it's trash, for real, bro. These promoters is nutty, man. It's a joke, man. Yeah, I'm going in right now. I need to calm down. My blood pressure going up.
Nah, you good, bro. You good. Hey,
Real
Radio,
Nexxlegacy
Sports. Austin Trout is in the building, and one of the things I'm getting from a lot of listeners that's listening right now is just, you know, the fact that the sport of boxing, and I know we talked about it earlier, is just, you know, that buzz, like, you know, the way y'all talking right now, that passion, that love for what y'all do, and the fact that, you know, competition is here. You know, big homie calling like, hey, you know, I'm ready to take that belt. You know what I mean? I'm ready to stand up for what I want. And you don't hear that nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, I know it's in pockets, but what can we do aside from radio shows like this and other things? What can we do to be able to create that buzz and bring that back to the forefront? Because boxing is still a good sport. I just don't want it to die out, according to, you know, a lot of other people. You know what I mean?
I think what it is, I think boxers let people dictate their careers, and boxers don't do them. I mean, they let people dictate their career. They let people tell them what to say. This is what you got to say. This is what you got to do, whatever. And it's like, I got people, but at the end of the day, I'm making my own moves. I'm going to hear everybody out, but at the end of the day, I'm going to do what I want to do. I think boxers let themselves be controlled too much. I mean, to different directions. I mean, and it's like if somebody catch an L, it's the end of them. So dudes are scared to catch that L. I mean, back in the day, when a dude caught an L, if he put a good-ass fight, it didn't matter if he caught an L. He'd be back on HBO. But nowadays, a dude catch an L is a wrap. It's over for him. And dudes are scared to take that risk. I mean, it take a brave dude to be like, fuck it, I'm going in, and I'm not going to be scared. I mean, I'm not going to be scared to take this. I'm not going to be scared to step in that ring. I'm going to do what I got to do. But that's the problem. The way it is, it's like if you catch an L, your career's over. You know what I mean? So I think that's the problem right now with boxing. I think at the end of the
no
day, the fans are going to appreciate a great fight. If you put everything you got into a fight, your blood, sweat, and tears, you put it all in the ring, I think the fans at the end of the day are going to respect you and appreciate it. And I think the promoters don't peep that.
Yeah, and you know what, no doubt, I think you brought that up earlier, too, the fact that the promoters and the people that's really pushing that promotions line really got to, you know, come to full circle and just be able to do it in a way where it's going to benefit both boxers at the same time. It's going to allow people to get a chance to get to know two dudes and then be able to choose your side later on instead of it being one-sided and shit.
Yeah, that and to get, now it's like you got to get a following to get on TV. Like, you can't get on TV then get a following, you know what I'm saying?
True that.
It's like they want you already made. They want you to have a little buzz already going. So, you know, it's like I think we got to start promoting fighters on the hometown level as well, you know what I'm saying? For me, that don't mean nothing to me. I'm from Las Cruces, New Mexico. If my whole hometown got up and said, like, we want a fight happening, it might not make that much of a loud roar as if somebody from Houston or Philly did the same. But still, you know, if you ain't nothing at home, how you could be something anywhere else? And, you know, like, all right, my man Berto, you know what I mean? That's my dude, you know, a cool cat. But when he started off, he had, you know, Florida could care less about Berto, being an Olympian and everything. But yeah, he was on HBO every time, you know, because of the politics and whatnot. How does that be? So yeah, he's got all this fan base, but he goes home and, you know, no one cares. It's just weird. You either got to get with the, you know, that star manager, promoter that's going to put you on these TV shows, or you just got to do it, you know, the Marvin Hagler way, which is how I feel like I would like to do it. You get more respect that way anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah. Real shit. On Twitter, you can also follow No Doubt Trout just by going there right now, twitter.com/No Doubt Trout, just like it's spelled. If you don't know how to spell Trout, it's Trout, people. You can also go to www.austintrout.com and, you know what I'm saying, and get in where you fit in, most definitely. And one of the things that I gotta ask too when it comes to just some of the things that you got going on, is there a lot of people is asking the young people that's trying to get into the boxing arena, what kind of advice that you got? And this was a question from Baby Girl out there in Florida.
You know, find a gym that you're comfortable being at. You know, it always helps to find a coach that you're also comfortable with. You also got to keep in mind that coaches come and go, but for what you want to do, you got to, you know, do it yourself. Make sure you run hard, work hard, you know, fight hard. You know, I'd say the best thing that you can do if you're just starting out, get your basics down. Like, take your time and learn it slow and learn it right. Because once you start going fast, you don't want bad habits creeping up. And, you know, it takes forever to get rid of bad habits. I still got bad habits that every camp I got to go back and start fixing, like, right away. So that'd be the best thing I'd say for them.
True that. And we do got another caller that I actually want to say was happening to No Doubt, and we're gonna put this caller in from that 575 area code.
Okay.
You're on Nexxlegacy course. Yeah. What's happening? What's your name?
Not too much. How you doing? What's up, Lou?
Hey, not too much, Austin. Yeah. I found one of your gloves in the gym today, man. It was full of spiders.
Oh, hell no, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you can throw that away.
Austin has a phobia of spiders. That's what.
And the people that don't know, this is Louis Burke. He's Austin's trainer. He's been trainer what, 16 years? It's been a while, right?
Yeah. I've helped. You know, when Austin first walked in the gym, I remember when he came in as a kid, and we had some other trainers at the gym, and we all pitched in, and the trainers took Austin in their wing, and I helped him out a little bit, and then we got where, when he was ready to make the big move in the amateurs, that's when we tightened up our relationship. But yeah, we've been with each other for a while.
Yeah, been rocking with Lou since day one, man.
Now, Louis, what makes Austin different than a lot of other fighters that you've worked with?
Well, Austin's one of the most mentally tough individuals I've ever been around. You know, nothing phases him. He stays cool and calm under pressure. He even thrives under pressure. You know, where a lot of guys fold and they get nervous and they can't sleep. Austin, he'll sleep going to the arena, you know, before a big fight. That's the way he is. He loves to sleep, you know, and nothing phases him, you know, and he's a cerebral fighter, very smart, intelligent fighter. If he finds an opening, you know, then you're in trouble because he'll expose it and he'll take advantage of that. You know, he's just a very smart fighter. He's very ring-wise. He knows where he's at in the ring and has a good sense about where he's at and what he's doing.
There you go. Now, Austin, for the people that might not know much about Louis, why don't you give them a little bit of background on him?
Oh, yeah, Sweet Lou. He's a former ESPN champ. He beat, like I said before, he beat Freddie Roach 2 times in their professional bouts, which is why, you know, whenever we get to fight somebody that Freddie Roach is in the corner, you know, Bonnet mainly, that's one of the things I'm going to put on, like, look, you ain't never beat my coach before. I don't think you're going to beat him now. You know, he was one of the best fighters to come out of Cruces, you know, and that's including myself. And he's a legend down here, and also a legendary trainer. He's had a lot of good fighters, and he's had a lot of good fights. I mean, he's one of the best trainers in the country. And I've trained with, you know, some Olympic coaches. I've trained under, you know, I've seen a lot of trainers, and the things they tell their guys are, you know, the same things my coach tells me, except my coach got a little bit more insight on it. He has a little better take of why to do it and a better way to do it, in my opinion.
Yeah. Now, let's talking about no loyalty. You know how a lot of people say there's no loyalty in boxing. What's one thing about Lou that makes you want to stick with him and what makes you trust him? You know what I mean?
Well, like I said, I know he's one of the best coaches in the country. That right there, and knowing his experience and he's trained a lot of fighters. You know, I don't see any reason why I should leave Lou. I have great chemistry with him. We got good chemistry. You know, we get along. We got more, you know, it's like a kind of a father-son deal. Because, you know, he gets on my nerves, but at the same time, I don't want to disappoint him. So, you know, with another coach, I would just, you know, like, fuck off, you know, don't tell me what to do. You know what I mean?
See, what Austin needs to realize, he pays me to get on his nerves. That's my job, you know. I come, hey, are we going to run this morning? What time are we going to be at the gym? You know, and, you know, you have to be persistent because sometimes, you know, and don't get me wrong, he gets in the gym and works real hard and he's in good shape, but once in a while, you know, like any young kid, they need a kick in the ass, you know, to get them going. Desperate, you know.
I don't know why, but I could picture that right there. Like I could visualize that right there. That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, no doubt, when it comes to just like, you know, anything other than boxing that you do, like what's some of your side things that you like to do other than boxing? Like I know you live in the gym, but you don't live in the gym. I know you got other things that you like to do. So let the listeners know a little bit of some of the things No Doubt does.
Man, like
he's not boxing.
I'm a well-rounded type of person. I like to try everything. And I'm the type of person that thinks I'm good at everything before I try it. So,
right.
You know, I go in and I try it, and if I'm not good at it, I'm the type of person that wants to be good at whatever the hell I've tried. It don't matter if I really want to do it or not. I just don't want to not be good at anything. So, you know, I've tried, right now, and Louis, you don't like it too much. I longboard. I like skate. That's one thing I like to do. And because skating, I like to snowboard. And the reason why I picked up skating is because they said, you know, longboarding is like snowboarding, so you can do that until it's time, you know, to snowboard. So I like doing those things. Anything outside, you know, hiking, riding, climbing, jumping, you know, swimming, all that stuff.
So let me ask this then. Let me ask this. Say like if you know, you was approached by someone to be like, all right, well, you know, let's see if we can go ahead and get you on this Dancing with the Stars gig. How would you for one, would you do it, and for two, like, you know, how would you take that approach and that challenge though?
Oh, yeah, I would most definitely do it without even asking what kind of dance they want. I would probably jump right into it. I did the dance competition at the end of last month, actually. It was a local competition, but, you know, I got to learn how to cha-cha and swing, so, you know, I was happy with that. It was actually fun.
So y'all hear that? No Doubt is down to do it. So Dancing with the Stars, you people out there listening, just trust me. Just know he put it out there publicly. This man is down to do it.
Let's go ahead. ABC, what's up? Put me on. Not only am I'm working on that star part, but I could dance, and you know I do good interviews. So I mean,
there you go.
Better than a lot of the other guys.
Yo, this dude right here, he's putting out his resume live right here on Nexxlegacy Radio. That's what it did.
Hire me.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Philly, what you got, man? We gonna take some calls.
I mean,
too,
you know what I mean?
y'all,
like I said, there's Layla Ali been on there, Vander Holyfield, who else? Sugar Ray Leonard was on there, and then they got Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
You might as well throw Austin Trout on there. You know what I mean?
But
no doubt.
I better than them. You know, they were kind of stiff, and you know, I learned how to loosen up and get my body moving the way I wanted to.
There you go. Maybe use some of that footwork in the ring too. Maybe apply. You never know. But besides boxing, man, what other sports you into? Like football just wrapped up. You know what I mean? Who'd you have in the Super Bowl?
You see, look, I'm a Jets fan, so it's kind of hard to choose.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I mean? It was hard. I was like, you know what? I can't find myself cheering for Eli Manning. But then again, at the same time, you know, the Patriots.
There's the Patriots going. You know what I mean? I was in the same situation.
So I was hoping for a good game, and you know, they gave it to me. You know, Eli did his thing. As much as I'm not a fan, but respect. You gotta respect the man.
I feel you. Now, as a fellow Jets fan,
man, you bleed that green, huh? It's Jets, Jets all the way, right?
All the way.
All day,
you know, I had to
man.
inherit my teams, though. Being from New Mexico, you know, there's nothing pro close by for Texas, and you know, I'll be damned if I'm a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, there you go. I feel you on that.
Hey, yo,
all right, let me ask you this though.
Cowboys fans, I don't mean no harm, but I just can't rock with them.
All right, out of the two Super Bowl, the Super Bowl champion Giants and the runner-up Patriots, who is more on the upswing as far as going into next year? Is it the Giants or is it the Patriots? Who's going to take a step back, or who's going to rise? Who's going to still continue this road?
You know, I think because the Patriots are always strong, though. You know, I think the Giants are going to roll into next year with this momentum. Because I know if you remember, they started off pretty. You know, they got their drift late in the year. I think they're going to roll into next year, you know, with some fire. It might die out by the end of next year. So, who knows?
Yeah, man, I agree with that. I think the Giants are going to roll in heavy. I think this whole Belichick-Tom Brady thing, though, I think that whole shit's coming to an end real quick.
Right.
Real quick, man. They got a bunch of, like, geriatrics on the team and motherfuckers who can't even make weight to play and everything like that. I just think that whole dynasty, like, that whole thing's about to crumble.
Yeah, me too.
Yo, and as a Raider fan and the dude that remembers that damn Tuck rule, I could give a damn about the Patriots, too.
There you go, yeah. That's the truth. But, man, as a fellow Jets fan, man, can do you put this whole season on Sanchez, or do you blame it, or not even blame it, but do you think it was all to do with Sanchez, or could you throw a little bit of blame at the offensive line, maybe the defense? Like, how you feel about it all together?
Yeah, you know, offensive line, definitely. Well, not definitely. Mark Sanchez, definitely. The guy was like, he was playing like a Tim Tebow that can't run. You know, he couldn't run. I was like looking at this man, and I was like, come on, Mark, come on. When he came in his rookie year, he was on fire. It took us to the AFC championship anyway.
AFC championship 2 years in a row.
And then you know what I mean? It comes out that he's lazy, not trying to play for real. And I was like, I can see it. You don't have. It seemed like as soon as they snapped the ball, he was already like nervous about somebody coming.
Yeah,
you know, he's scrambling like nobody's even coming. What are you running for?
Oh shit.
he don't have confidence, and he can't handle pressure, man. When they apply that pressure, and he has to run outside the pocket, he can't do nothing. He's afraid to throw the ball. He's like a 3-year vet, you know what I mean? He's 3 years in. You can't call him a rookie, you know what I mean? It's not like his second year where you're making rookie mistakes. Like, this is your 3rd year. You're not a backup quarterback. You're a starting quarterback in the NFL. Like, come on, man, play right. And I just don't get it, man. Be honest.
Y'all Jets, y'all had no running game, though. Like, y'all running game was sorry. Like,
man, we need an offensive line to have a running game, man.
True that, but it wasn't as ill as it was, like the running game was a cool compliment, you know what I'm saying, the first 2 AFC championship years, though. Like, the reason why y'all got there because y'all had that good mix, like, and then it deteriorated, like, the year before, and then it just really fell off the hinges this year. So, who was that dude on the first go-round? Mark Sanchez, took that, his rookie year, the championship game. Who did y'all have? And then that dude wound up going to the Bears or something like that, right?
That was we took that was Thomas Jones. We took Thomas Jones from Chicago, and then I think we had a great year with him, and then we shipped his ass off to Kansas City to pick up Thomas Jones to pick up Sean Green to run behind LaDainian.
And too bad LaDainian was the over the head LaDainian. He was one of my
favorites. That's what I'm talking about.
He was done.
Yeah, but man, I don't know. I think I think this year, man, we definitely got to step up, man. We got to build an offensive line because I don't know. They're talking about keeping Sanchez and everything like that, but I don't know, man. What do you think? You think we should keep him? Do you think the Jets should keep Mark Sanchez, or you think they should ship him off and try to work with somebody new?
I heard that he was dating Kim Kardashian. If that's true, get rid of him.
No, fuck out of there.
Hey, because you see Kim's record, every time she's with somebody, the other somebody's career goes to shit. I mean, they're worse off than before. So if he's dating Kim, get rid of Mark. If he's gonna, try to buckle down and work out, get in shape, stop fighting with Plexico, and just throw the man the ball and let's rock with him. Because he's good. I mean, he's got to still have a lot of potential. He's not old. He's not beat up. You know what I mean? If he's just being lazy, then you can fix lazy.
Yo, Louis, you still with me, right? You still with me?
Yeah.
Louis, let me ask you this, man. Like, if Austin came to you one day and was like, you know what, I'm in a serious relationship with Kim Kardashian. like, what would you say, or what would you not say? Or what was your first thought that comes to your mind?
I'd have to taste the apple first to make sure it ain't poison.
That's my coach, yeah.
That's it. I have to taste the apple first.
Love that answer, boy. That's the shit.
I don't want anybody to get poisoned here.
He's there to make sure it wasn't poison.
Yeah, we know that poison,
Shout out to my man Louis, though. I love that answer, man. That was dope. I love that.
Legit answer.
When I was fighting, my brother, he used to co-manage me and used to hang around, but we, he'd go around, and when girls would call for me, he'd go, well, he's training. But, I'm available. So, he got more, he got more girls because of me, and me not knowing it, until afterwards. But yeah, like I'd have to tell Austin I have to taste that apple first, make sure it's all right.
Yo, Shakri, would you feel the same way, bro? Like, if he had that chick hovering around, would you be in the same lane as Louis?
No, I usually let Lou taste those apples to hear their voices. Actually.
Oh, shit.
See, when you see that, my team will take the bullet for me, man. That's love. That's love.
Like, man, this man is undefeated. Yo, this man, no doubt, is undefeated. We're going to make sure he stay that way. So we're going to run all kinds of interference to make sure that happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You got to take care of the product,
No doubt, no doubt. So if Louis the first one, then me and Philly, the radio guys, we got you. We right up next, man. So we got.
That's fine. So by the time they get to me, that must be some pure shit right there. By the time I get it, it's either gonna be beating up to hell, or it's gonna be prime. I'm not sure.
Oh shit.
Yo, with other sports that you getting into, man, you get into basketball any, bro, or you
Yeah. I follow the Knicks, of course. I'm hella happy about that win they just pulled off against the Lakers. What?
Ooh,
man,
yeah.
Excited about that. So I'm gonna pipe down because there's a lot of Laker fans that are probably Trout fans. So I'm not gonna talk too much.
Oh, and I'm one of them too, bro. I'm one of them too, just to let you know.
Okay, well, talk about this cat, Lynn, giving it to Kobe. Okay, I'm on the Lynn bandwagon. I don't care.
And a lot of people, Trout, a lot of people were saying that this dude, first two games, I don't know. He just, those are the first two games. But, I didn't get a chance to look at the whole game, but I know he was really giving it to Kobe, though.
Yeah,
he really was.
I can't explain how happy that made me feel. I was text messaging my brother. He's an avid Kobe fan. Like, everything he says, did you see Kobe? Did you see Kobe? So I was texting like, did you see Kobe?
Yeah, Kobe, there you go.
Kobe was licking his lips a lot tonight. He was nervous.
Man, they was, I'm as a Laker fan, I'm gonna come up with a nice ill excuse. They just came off their high win in Boston yesterday, and they had to travel all the way to New York. You know what I mean?
They jet lagged up.
There you go.
Yeah, you're right. That's so far. But I don't know. Boston just got beat by the Raptors too, so I don't know if that's such a high win. Lakers.
Word up. Yeah, Boston ain't really that. They ain't really rocking it right. But I mean, since Knicks is your team, I mean, and I know with this win tonight, they rocking like 12 and 14 or something like that. But it was hella high expectations, bro. Like. I mean, what's your thoughts on their whole thing so far?
I can't even call it. I was at a Knicks game when they lost to the Bucks, and it seemed to me like the Knicks were riding in slow motion, and the Bucks were just riding regular speed. Like I kept asking my fiance, like, "Yo, is it just me, or do they look really slow? Like these cats is barely running." Maybe it's the effort put out because, they got the talent there, and you see Carmelo wasn't even in the game, and then, they pulled the win over the Lakers. So I think maybe it's just the effort, maybe they don't, I think it's something with the coach maybe. They might not like the coach. It looked like while I was at the game, the coach would be mad because these niggas standing around and not doing nothing, and they looked at him like, get your ass out here and do it, man. You know what I mean? It seemed like there wasn't much respect between the coach and the players.
No doubt.
Man, I've been a Knicks fan for a while, man, and it seems just like year after year after year, man. The Knicks give you just enough hope so that when they lift you up, it hurts like a motherfucker when they drop you down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the truth, man. I've been so sore over the Knicks. It's like being a Jets fan, man. I can't fuck that.
Yeah, it is true. Like, just recently I could come out with the jersey, was super proud, like, yeah, we doing something. And then, was back, putting the jersey back in the closet.
Yeah, folding it back up, getting it back up in there, man. I feel you on that.
Nexxlegacy Sports has guests, no doubt, Austin Trout in the house tonight. Opening up the phone lines. We got a lot of people sending emails, and yes, I will direct traffic. If y'all want to follow Austin Trout on Twitter right now, go ahead and do it. Hit up No Doubt Trout. That's his Twitter handle. Get at him. Follow the guy. Check out all his moves that he's making right now. Make sure you go to austintrout.com as well. Let's put in Cuz from the Lou on Nexxlegacy Sports. Cuz, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's up? What's good, Brian? What's good, everybody?
What's poppin'?
All right. Just for the Trout, I would like to know what boxer had the biggest influence on you in your career?
Definitely Pernell Whitaker. I remember being a young boy watching him fight Oscar De La Hoya. And, Oscar De La Hoya was supposed to come in and demolish Pernell. And Pernell made the man miss it was like a 12-punch combination. Oscar missed every one of those punches. And I remember seeing Pernell just, walk off with a Diddy bob that was so clean. I was maybe 9, 10, 11 years old at the time. I lost my mind. I was like, oh, man, Mama, Daddy, that's skills right there, Ma. That's skills right there. You know what I mean? So after watching that, I went back and watched all Pernell's tapes that I could. And I like to think of myself as a Pernell really good that could punch. Because that's the only thing Pernell didn't have was, some pop.
Right. Yeah, Sweet Pea was cold. Hall of Famer right there. I'd like to know what you think about... Oh, go ahead.
No, I wasn't saying nothing.
Oh, I'm just saying, okay, so also what female boxers do you like as well? Like that's in the game, so female boxers, I'm into the sport of female boxers. I think they don't get as much credit, but, they be going at it. It'd be some good fights.
Oh, yeah.
So
Holly Holmes, she being from New Mexico as well, I admire her skill set, where she came from. She just had a knockout loss to that and Marie Sophis or something like that. But she didn't fight the right fight. But Holly Holmes, she's good. I am not gonna lie, I'm lightweight scared of this woman, Ann Wolf.
Lightweight scared, I like that.
I'll fight James Kirkland. I'll fight Kirkland any day, anytime, but Ann, I don't know. I don't know about
I'm
her.
gonna think about that one.
I don't know if you've seen her fight, though. She fights like a man. She got arms like a man, too.
Damn.
Okay. Well, since this is boxing night, I'd like to say R.I.P. to the late, great trainer, Angela Dundee, who passed away last week.
Most definitely.
He was actually Louis' trainer for a while, too.
Okay. So, keep doing your thing, bro. I'll get at you later.
I appreciate that, cuz.
All right.
Right on. And, I don't know, my thing about women boxers, man, I watch, but it's just, I don't know, as a guy, it's hard seeing two females just beat the shit out of each other, though,
They too, man.
I don't know. Them women playing tennis is dope as shit, just seeing them hit the ball and yell when they, that's just my whole deal. That's just me,
Yeah,
that's just me. But now, who you got? Who you got in the finals, bro? Who you got in the NBA finals? You got your Knicks. Your Knicks gonna make it, bro?
Nah, man, I don't think they're I'm hoping. But is it too far to say that the Clippers will go ahead and make that Western?
Man, that West is so wide open,
thing.
man. It could be.
Is,
OKC is giving it to them, though. They doing their thing, but yeah, why not the Clippers?
I said the Heat and Clippers.
Heat and Clippers?
I like that. The Heat and the Clippers, man, that's realistic.
Yeah, how's your opinion about the chosen one, LeBron? Your thoughts on him? Is he vilified because of not just the Cleveland and Miami move, but do you see this dude not just winning a championship, but winning, like you said, I'm not gonna win just one, not two, not three, not four, not five. He gonna try to win 6.
You better get to it. He should have won last year, the year before too. I see he can do it, man. LeBron he's a freak of nature. That man is, he's my age, and he's already trying to be a legend in the game, which is crazy. But he needs those rings to solidify that. I don't know. I think maybe his hunger could be attributed to it because he's doing a lot of extracurricular things instead of working on the jump shot. You know what I mean? But they said about Pacquiao. Pacquiao had too much stuff on his plate, but he still performed. So I don't know. I think he definitely can win a championship, and I think he deserves it. And he got to put out more. I guess he got to want it more. Because the thing about Kobe, as much as I don't like that man, he wants it. He wants it. 6 rings later, he still wants it like it's his first, championship.
Yep. And I remember I heard him say in the interview, especially I think this was recently too, when he was talking about, I guess Shaq was saying some shit about him, saying that he's not going to win, the other championship. So I guess that fueled them when that push. I mean, it all kind of came together when they got Gasol and, Bynum and him or whatever. But, it was one of them things, like you said, bro, that dude was driven. I mean, it's one thing, like you said, people can hate on Kobe for everything that he's either done or said or whatever, but that dude's a gamer, though. He's straight up.
Yeah, I respect his passion and I respect his work output. I mean, if cocky is, as much as I want to punch him in the face every game I see him, you still got to respect the man for what he does. Those faces, the faces this nigga makes, man, coming back. I was like, oh, man, I will punch you in the mouth. Man. You got that
Yo, let's just do this, man. I mean, you a Knicks fan, I'm a Lakers fan. How about we just do a Lakers-Knicks finals, man, this year? Why not?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
No, man, that'd be great. Man. I'll be going ham if that happens. And I probably would want to fight somebody if the Knicks lost to the Lakers. Oh, Lord.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man. That'd be a nightmare.
Yo, with the I mean, we covering pretty much through sports. I mean, did anybody care about baseball season?
Man, caring about baseball is like caring about hockey. I don't think anybody gives a fuck about that. I mean, that's just my opinion, you know what I mean? Baseball and hockey, man, fuck that. And, I can't do it, no. Not even, like, going to a game. Because, like, you know how you watch, like, some things where, like to watch it is different, but, like, watching it on TV, but to be there, it's, like, different, man. Baseball, hockey, man, even if you're there, man, that shit is just, like, I don't know, man. I'd much rather be doing this.
I gotta correct you. Going to a hockey game is dope as shit. Like, I love going to a hockey game. Going to a baseball game that's just like watching paint dry, like straight up. Like I just go for the atmosphere.
That's why they
like it's a nice summer day. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. No doubt, like because shit, going to it now. That Philly is if someone was to tell me, hey, Brand, what you gonna do? You going to a hockey game or a baseball game? I'm going to a hockey game straight up. It's more action. It's more violent.
I feel you on
dope
that.
as shit.
I mean, if I had to pick between the two, you know what I'm saying?
Man throws the ball, man hits the ball, man catches the ball.
And there's hardly any running. You run around the bases, like, come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, but the one thing that I think is interesting about baseball is, like, look at the clips from, like, the 70s. Look at the shape of these baseball players, man. These cats is raggy, scrawny. The mustaches are bigger than them, right? Look at these cats now. Oh, my God. Oh, just like they took linemen and just made them baseball players.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You ain't even got to be in shape to do that shit, man. And another thing that pisses me off about baseball, man, is you got these motherfuckers being out for like 3-4 weeks for stubbing their toe. Like pitchers being out for like a month for breaking their fingernail. I'm like, God damn, man, you playing a professional sport. You getting all that money, man? The fuck up. You broke your fingernail. So what? Get the fuck out there and throw the ball, man.
They're the highest paid players, and it's like the longest. I mean, you got hundreds of baseball games, you know. When
they got like 182.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's like it's 9 months of the year.
He said 182. Damn near. Damn
near, man. When they had the football lockout, I was like, yo, football got to come back because sports centers going to suck. We're going to have these raggy top 10 highlights of just somebody catching the ball. Like, come on. Come on. Can we get a double out or something?
Do some exciting shit. Man, like, your website, because, we got some of the people, and actually people can keep sending emails if you guys got questions, for no doubt. Send them over to Branded at Nexxlegacy.com. But some of the people actually asked, and I think you kind of said it yourself. I mean, mostly, probably all of them actually is females, but they all want to know your relationship status and what you got going on for Valentine's Day and shit. They all trying to get personal right now, trying to get in your business.
That's all great, man. I mean, I ain't got nothing to hide.
It's Kim Kardashian.
Hey.
Yo.
Yeah.
Philly.
Yeah.
Am I on? You hear me?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you trying to set me up earlier with those questions with one of my girls. So. Really, man, you ain't that.
I could come get you, man. Was this a setup? No, I'm just kidding, man. But you asked me earlier about training Austin and training, like, if it was different, training him than training somebody else. And it definitely is, because, like, I never wanted to be a trainer, for the one thing. Both my older brothers are trainers, so the only other person I trained was my younger brother. And he had 9 older brothers, and he was raised to be a champion. So when I got in there and started training Austin, it was like training my little brother. And you just tell him to do it, and he does it as hard as he can, and exactly how you showed him. So you tell him one time. I never wanted to be a trainer just for the reason I know I can't motivate somebody to work out just for the sake of them getting healthier or looking better or whatever people get a trainer for. I just wasn't bringing myself to that. But so I never wanted to be it. And my brothers, they were like, make money, do it, it's easy. But I never wanted to be a trainer until I started training my little brother and training Austin. And before Austin, I never made any money being a trainer. So he turned me into a trainer basically by working with him.
Whether you like it or not.
he turned it into, because I see the same thing I see in my little brother, and the same thing that I see in him is what I saw in myself as an athlete, and was that drive to be the best. And the first time I met Austin, I was on the field doing DB drills against a ghost, you know what I mean, by myself, because that's what it takes to play championship football, is to play at the top level.
Yeah.
And Austin was a little boy, and he came out with his amateur coach, Sammy, and his son, because they were going somewhere, and they wanted to run stairs, and that's what I was doing out there. I was running on the field, and they were like, can we run? Asking me like I owned the whole stadium. Can we do it? Because I was the only person out there. And I was like, yeah, do whatever you guys want. But that's the first time I ever met Austin. So, like, our whole relationship has been working out, like, kind of based on that. The first time I met him, I was working out, and through working out, we became brothers, and through working out, we became partners and all that. So, yeah. It's all based on him and his championship drive. So whoever that was that called in earlier, and whoever Ishida saying earlier that he's ready for Trout, like, we're listening, you know what I mean? And we're listening and we're laughing to ourselves already, but everybody else is going to be laughing soon with us, because we have some fun stuff ahead of us. If all that talking really comes out to us meeting in the ring, it's going down that night. So
that's
people are saying, yeah, you think that you can fight Austin, even if you are saying something good about Austin, that he's a champion, whoever called in, like, that's respectful, but still.
Do you get that a lot, though? Like, do you get like a whole bunch of dudes or emails, people come in and be like, man, I want to be the guy to take him down? Or
yeah, you know, it always is just talk, though. But, like, going back to Rosado, you know, and we had words over Twitter already, you know, and I think somebody sparked up a conversation saying, well, what about, you know, King Rosado versus Trout? And a lot of things was like, well, you know, that's a good fight, but I like Trout on that one, too. I remember Rosado, he replied to me saying, you know, he named me, Canelo, Rodriguez, and I think K9, saying, you're on my hit list. I'm coming after your head. And I replied back to him. I said, bad move. And then I go back and I say, look, you know, I like your passion. I like your drive. Like, let's get it on, if that's the case. But still, you know, in my mind, I'm a bad career move for anybody that's in the 154-pound and surrounding areas. Because if you fight me, you know, you're not going to win, one, and you're probably going to look bad losing, too. So, yeah, it's just a bad career move. But much
now with the exception of
he does a lot that a lot of top fighters won't do, and that's challenging.
Right.
And like I told him, I said, I like his drive. I like that passion. Like, that right there is going to make for a good fight, because you know he's not going to quit. You don't call nobody out just to quit. So, you know,
no doubt.
I need that. I need somebody to bring the best out of me, too. Nobody's seen the best of Austin Trout yet.
Baby.
That's because nobody's brought it out of me yet. And, you know, I'm looking for my Spartan death, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, you're 24 and 0, I mean, 14 KOs and, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you still, like, you know, you saying like you scratching the surface. The best is yet to come. And that's, I mean, for a professional boxer to say that, y'all people out there, y'all better look out. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we'll watch and listen. And that's for the fans. For the fighters out there, just, you know, don't listen to anything I'm saying. I'm nothing. It's an easy win. Come and try to take my belt. And let's do it on TV, too. You know, up your stats. I want you to believe that story.
No doubt.
No doubt.
There you go. Now, Champ, is there, I was reading and I've been hearing that there was something that was supposed to be going on with you and Miguel Cotto for a little while. Can you speak on that?
Yeah, I'm the WBA world, quote-unquote, regular champion. They just made some shit up, you know, like last year, and it's called a super champion, and they gave that to Miguel Cotto. So the way it goes is super champion, world champion, interim champion, number 1, number 2, number 3. And I'm the mandatory, well, I'm supposed to be the mandatory to fight Miguel Cotto. As a matter of fact, I was supposed to fight the winner of Cotto and Margarito rematch, which ended up being Cotto. You know, in a perfect world, if you know, they everybody followed the rules, Cotto would be fighting me next and not Mayweather. But, you know, this is not a perfect world, and this is far from a perfect sport, so, you know, that's not going to happen. But, you know, I'm still in line for that belt, so if Mayweather wins, I'm still in line for that belt. You know, it's not all bad that I didn't get to fight Cotto next. It's still going to end up being good.
Now, if you get Mundane out of the way, is that something that is possible? You taking you having a bout with either Floyd Mayweather or Miguel Cotto?
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility. I'm in the position for all that. And you even told Margarito, say, if you want to get back at Cotto, you got to get in my position. So once you're healed up,
There you go.
You go ahead and come on and fight me. And you know, my plans is to retire him, and his plans to beat me. So, you know, we're in the position to fight whoever wins that belt. And once we get Mundine out the way, the WBA can't say, well, you have a mandatory to take care of. How dare you try to push your mandatory position? You know, so it still can work out good. It still can work out good.
I hear you. Now, a little while back, you had the go ahead, Bren.
No, I just wanted to say real quick, this Nexxlegacy Sports with boxer Austin Trout. I actually got a call from baby girl from the 813. She actually had a question for the champ. Go ahead, sweetie.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I had a question. I was wondering how you feel about the reality TV shows and how the females on the show are getting more attention than the actual athletes.
Like, you mean like the Love and Hip Hop and the Love and Basketball and all those shows?
Yeah,
Love
the
and
baseball and wrestlers and all. Yeah.
I swear they're gonna have like a loving soccer, like soccer moms or soccer reality show moms.
For
or
real,
something like that.
I'm waiting for them to rename Basketball Wives, because, you know, to at least basketball baby mothers, jump offs, and ex-wives. None of them married. None of them married.
There you go.
The thing I don't like about those shows, though, is it kind of shows, like, why couldn't they get the of course I know why, but I wish they would have got some of the basketball players that were happily married, you know, or
No doubt.
you know what I mean? They just showing the crap, and it's kind of showing these girls, like, look, this is what you got to do if you want to get a player, you know, pretty much. You know, you got to sell out. You got to be, because I got daughters, so I'm over here looking at all the different things that my girls can take out of these shows, and I'm always thinking, because I watch, I'm not going to lie, it's a guilty pleasure for me. I watch it, and if my daughter walks in, like, you see these dumb girls here, man, that's why you got to get a college education. That's
there
why
you
get
go.
a job. You ain't got to worry about some nigga divorcing you and leaving you with this. You know what I mean? So,
Yo, champ, I know you show your
entertainment.
daughters and you like, you know, see, look at that girl. See, don't be like that girl. You keep your ass in school. You do what you do. They're there for a reason. Trust me.
Yeah, there's a couple of them that, you know, do have their own. They do, you know, they do their own thing, but they don't highlight them like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, entertaining, yes, it is cool, but I mean, I wish they showed both sides of the life. You know, it's not just, you know, getting cheated on and having to just swallow a bunch of stuff and make it. You know, there's men there's women that demand respect from the man no matter who they are.
Yep.
That's the truth.
Yeah, and then everything is not like a everybody a cocktail. Like everybody just go have drinks and talk about the next chick and stuff like that. Life ain't about that. So
it costs a lot of money.
Exactly. Because if it wasn't on the company's dime, they probably wouldn't even be doing that. Like if they got to flip the bill, like shit, I ain't doing that. No.
And if they had something to worry about, like going to work or their investments, they wouldn't have no time to sit there and just gossip about the next chick who's getting in the circle. It's very staged, though. I know that they don't live exactly like that. That they just put the drama off the TV, and I understand. So you can't really judge them off of what's shown because that's not reality. It's not real.
Exactly.
Reality.
They shouldn't even label it as a reality show. That should just be like improv. You know what I mean?
There you go. Exactly. Improv show. I like that.
Exactly.
I hope I answered your question.
Talking about the whole reality TV thing, Austin, with you about to get married, isn't it true that you and your fiance got approached to do a reality TV show?
Yeah, we're gonna go film that Say Yes to the Dress show. I don't know if anybody's ever caught that. It's on TLC. I unfortunately have watched the show. My girl loves the show.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so I gotta watch the stuff. But it's pretty much these women go in, they shop for a dress, and then they show the drama or lack of drama that follows that day. And you got the women have their family out to say they like the dress and no they like the dress, and that's pretty much it. But hey, it's on TLC. There's millions of viewers. My wife, she loves that show, and she's super excited to be on. I mean, I'm excited to be on. It's TV.
Now, have you guys started filming it yet? Or are you about to film, or what's up with that?
On the 17th, we go and film. We fly into New York City for season 8. So that's exciting.
Now, when's the show going to air on TLC so people can tune in and watch it?
That I have no idea. Matter of fact, in the application they said don't even ask producers when it's coming on. But I'm gonna bring the producer to the side like, look, I'm trying to promote this. You know what I mean? I got some followers that love to see it. Y'all want more followers? Well, so do I. So let's coordinate when I'm gonna be on TV.
There you go.
Now, how did that all come about? How did you get approached by them?
Well, my gal, she clicked some link and she sent in a little snippet of who we are and what we do, and they sent the email right away back. And she was just bored, kind of like, well, let's see. And the fact that I'm world champion and how we met, we were friends in high school and whatnot, and I think that's what enticed them to accept us. But then when they emailed us back, they emailed us back telling us to fill out a huge test, like an SAT test, like all these questions and write a little short essay, whatnot. Thank God my girl did. We might not have been accepted if I did it. I would have one-word answered their ass, nope.
Nope,
maybe.
Yep.
Yes,
crazy. Word. So before we pretty much just kind of let this be a conclusion to everything, what's one misconception that not just the boxing world but new fans, old fans, potential fans may have when it comes to No Doubt Trout? What's some of the things they may not know about you, or just in general, some misconceptions?
I have, I guess you say, a rough exterior, but I try to smile a lot because I'm very approachable, I've gotten a lot of times after they met me, like, oh, my God, when you first came in, you just had a mug, like, don't nobody talk to me. I didn't want to say anything to you. Like, oh, that's the difference. I'm the complete opposite of that. Very approachable, I'm very humble. I'm confident, but, humble at the same time, I am scared to death of spiders. That's something people might not know about me. I like to,
Scared of spiders? Are you serious?
Man, spiders can kill you, though, and you'll never know they're there. Like, I mean, it's a bug. That's a bug that can kill you. And I don't know if there's brown recluses around here. I don't know if you've ever seen, like, a hand that's been bit. Look it up. They'll show you day by day. You think it's cool, like, oh, I just got this little bite, and 3 days later, your jaw's swelling up, like, looking like Elephant Man's hand. By day 9, your hand is pretty much just busting from the inside out, just ripping out. It's disgusting. Yeah. Oh, I'm trying to get chills thinking about this, man.
Word up.
But yeah, spiders can kill you. And if they don't kill you, you'll wish you're dead.
I heard that.
Oh, man.
I heard that.
Austin, one more question I want to ask you before we wrap it up. After boxing, what do you see yourself doing?
You know, that's a good question. You know, that was a question that the college asked me, you know, when they made me pick a major, and I was like, you know, I'm done. I would like to do, like, some kind of sports commentating. That would be cool. You know, definitely open up a plethora of different businesses. You know, I'm interested in everything, so, you know, I feel like there could be a business for everything I'm interested in. Really, boxing is the only thing that I've ever really seen myself wanting to do or doing. So to try to change that, and I know you always need a backup plan. Kids, if you're listening, go to school, get your degree, because the backup plan is definitely needed. I'm in school now, and I wish I would have done this like a long time ago instead of still trying to finish my degree. But after boxing, if I can't, you know, train kids myself or train fighters, I'd probably go back, you know, do something with math. I'm pretty good at math, like accounting or something.
That's what's up. And then y'all make sure y'all check it out. Y'all heard it here first. It's gonna be a like my man said, it's gonna be a plethora of restaurants, no doubt Trouts in your local area. So just make sure you go ahead and check that in the near future. You know what I mean? But
hey,
yeah, man, I'm looking.
Control, spider control. You know what I mean? We have a war against spiders. I'm gonna be on the front line of that.
Pest control.
Dude, hey, champ, you gonna be in the front line? You gonna be like, you gonna lead the war against spiders? Huh?
Nah, I'm gonna be like you know, the men that make the wars now, behind the desk, pushing the button, like go get it, kill it.
Word up. Y'all people, make sure y'all go to Mr. Trout's website. Go to www.austintrout.com. Follow him on Twitter now. Not now, but right now. Hit him at No Doubt Trout. And, you know, on behalf of the staff, and of course, man, I appreciate you coming and rocking with us for a long time. And, you know, like I said, you kept everybody's ears glued. And just make sure you, you know, you come back and hang out with us on some nights, man, and keep pushing your line. Like I said, man, I'm gonna make that call to them people for the Dance with the Stars, bro, because you know what I mean. That hey, I want to see that. You know what I mean. We might even put a little side bet over here on the radio station and be like, hey, you know, how much you got on Austin making it to the finals? Like, you know what I mean. So we gonna see what it is.
Bet on me, man. Usually I'm the underdog, but that just means you'll make more money. Cause all I do is win, no matter what.
Oh, shit.
Man, appreciate it, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate all y'all for hanging out. You know what I mean? It's definitely a good one.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's a great time, man. It's been 2 hours already. Jeez Louise.
Man, time flies, man. I'm telling you. Time flies. It's always good when all you want to do is win. You know what I mean? That's what it is. That's what it is. Nah, appreciate Louis. Appreciate Shakri for calling in as well. And then, like I said, man, just continue success. And like I said, it's not too many people can say that they're an undefeated champion. So people out there, just make sure you get your facts, lock yourselves in, and maybe one day you could be undefeated too. Maybe.
Hey, maybe.
Peace out, champ, man. Thanks a lot,
Austin,
bro.
it was good having you on the show, man. Thanks.
Have a good one, man. God bless.
All right,
yeah, champ.
That is Austin, No Doubt Trout, Nexxlegacy Radio.
Whew. That was one hell of a show, man. I told him we were going to have some surprises for him, meaning about the trainers and everything calling in, man, but I didn't know he was going to get called out on air like that.
No, yo, you know what I'm saying? And I was actually talking to the dude, and he was like, yeah, man, me and him was, you know, we was actually going back and forth on Twitter. So
On the Twitter,
that's why
yeah.
when I came in with the intro, I was like, okay, yeah, let me go ahead and be like, hey, we was talking to him. That was a trip. That was a trip. Yeah, but that's boxing, though, man. That's boxing. You don't get too many stations to be like, you know, another boxer calling out another boxer and shit, too. You know what I mean? Like, that's wild.
For real.
That's wild.
Nexxlegacy.